I'm back at the demonstration garden again this week. In this episode, I'm giving some tomato plant maintenance tips. The first thing I do each week is fertilize the vegetable plants. Normally you don't want to fertilize every week, but the soil test came back with almost zero nitrogen. If the soil was in better condition, we'd probably only be fertilizing every 2 to 3 weeks. For this first round of fertilizing, I'm using Medina Has-to-Grow Organic Fertilizer. This is a 6-12-6 fertilizer. To use this fertilizer, add 2 tablespoons to a watering can and fill the rest with water. We're using a rainwater system, so this is going to prevent any extra salts from entering the garden. Like I said earlier, the soil test showed almost zero nitrogen, so we sprinkled in some high nitrogen fertilizer. We're using a 2100 fertilizer to replenish the lost nitrogen, but always get a soil test before guessing what your soil might need. Pruning your tomato plants is one of the most important tomato maintenance tips I can give you. The main benefit of pruning your tomato plants is that it prevents diseases. Simply prune any leaves that are or might touch the soil. You want to make sure you prune any suckers or any leaves that are pointing downward. Most diseases come from the soil, so you want to avoid direct contact. These plants were all planted last month in March, so they're finally starting to get big enough where they can start climbing onto the trellises. As tomato plants get bigger, they need the added support, and we're doing this by using gardening ribbon. We're finding a strong stem, wrapping the ribbon around that stem, and tying the other end to the trellis. We don't want to tie it too tight around the tomato plant, or else we won't give the plant enough room to grow. These tomato plants are growing relatively well, but they need all the help they can get considering the condition of the soil, so we're adding some compost to the base of each plant. Stay tuned to the progress of this garden and more gardening tips. Everything grown in this garden is going to be donated to our local food bank. If you found any information in this video helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more gardening tips. Thanks for watching.